helicopters. The very word evokes agility, precision, and daredevil rescue missions. These magnificent machines defy gravity, hover in place, and dance through tight spaces where airplanes dare not go. But not all helicopters are airborne heroes. Some are disasters with rotor blades. Let's take a turbulent ride through aviation history to bring you the top 10 worst helicopters ever made. Machines that were underpowered, over-engineered, or just flat-out dangerous. Number 10, the Petrochi, Karman, and Zurevech tethered helicopters. Long before modern drones, 3 Austrian-Hungarian engineers thought, what if we ditch the dangerous hydrogen balloons and build a flying observation post instead? Their answer? The PKZ helicopters. Unfortunately, they powered one with a single electric motor and another with 3 finicky rotary engines. And when one was demonstrated to officials in 1918, the engines failed mid-flight. The ground crew panicked, the tethers snapped, and the helicopter crash-landed in a pile of shattered ambition. A noble failure, but a failure nonetheless. Number 9, the Hiller YH-32 Hornet, a helicopter that thought, who needs engines when you've got ramjets strapped to your rotor tips? Lightweight and innovative, sure. Practical, not at all. The Hornet was deafening, guzzled fuel like a frat boy at a keg party, and had a range so poor it could barely get off the airfield. Yet it somehow pioneered the idea of armed helicopters, even mounting a 75mm recoilless cannon at one point. History remembers it with a mix of amusement and ringing ears. Number 8, the Hughes XH-17, a flying colossus powered by fire-breathing jet tips and a dream to lift tanks through the sky. Its rotor blades were the size of wind turbines, and its noise could be heard 8 miles away. The XH-17 was so loud it probably started wars just by taking off. It bounced through test flights and retired after a mere 10 hours in the air. Hughes had plans for a bigger version. Thankfully, those never left the drawing board. Number 7, the Percival P.74, an aircraft that looked like someone lost a bet and had to design a helicopter using only crayons and chaos. With hot air ducts running up both sides of the cabin, no front door, and a tail rotor that seemed more like a design afterthought, the P.74 was a comedy of errors. Powered by tip jets, it had no chance of practical flight. It never got off the ground, and aviation was better off for it. Number 6, the Augusta A-106, the helicopter equivalent of a motorized bicycle trying to carry torpedoes. With just one seat, no avionics to speak of, and barely any fuel capacity after loading its payload, the A-106 was wildly impractical. Even the uncrewed QH-50 drone it mimicked had more functionality. Only 2 were ever built, probably because Augusta quickly realized they'd built the world's most overqualified flying paperweight. Please hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. It really helps the channel. Number 5, the Westland 30. Proof that slapping a civilian shell onto a military helicopter doesn't guarantee success. Based on the links, the Westland 30 tried to be a comfortable people mover, but it was heavy, underpowered, and costly to maintain. 2 crashes grounded the fleet, and poor support sealed its fate. VIPs quickly decided they'd rather take a taxi. Number 4, the Mil-Mi-10 Hark, a crane with wings and a ridiculous undercarriage. The legs were nearly 4 meters tall, uneven on both sides, and wobbled during taxiing. Underslung loads, almost impossible to see from the cockpit. Later versions had a second cockpit facing backward, just to help the pilot aim at what they were carrying. In the end, it could carry the same load as its sibling, the Mi-6, so why bother? Number 3, the Yak-24 Horse, or as some called it, the Flying Earthquake. 2 massive rotors at either end of a vibrating fuselage connected by a synchronization shaft that screamed danger. During testing, the rear rotor violently detached, and the helicopter practically tore itself apart. If your helicopter sounds like a tumble dryer with a brick in it, you're probably doing something wrong. Number 2, the Bristol Belvedere, a transport helicopter designed for submarines, but used in the jungle. Its engines were located at both ends of the cabin, one blocking cockpit access, the other blocking rear loading. Boarding required troops to leap 4 feet into the air, and the engine starter used AVPIN, a fuel that will happily explode if you so much as look at it wrong. Add in poor handling, and the Belvedere became a danger to both crew and mission. And finally, number 1, the De Lackner HZ-1 Aerocycle, the personal helicopter that put the pilot directly above the spinning blades of death. No cockpit, no seat, no controls, just a guy standing on a platform leaning to steer while 2 giant rotors whirled inches below his boots. Powered by a boat engine, the HZ-1 could hit 75 miles per hour until the blades collided and stopped working, which happened more than once. Somehow, no one died during testing, but even the US Army realized this thing was a lawsuit waiting to happen, and thus, the Aerocycle crashed into history. Not every failure in aviation is a tragedy. Some are stepping stones. Many of these helicopters were bold, bizarre, and far ahead of their time. But they also remind us, in the sky, even a small mistake can lead to spectacular failure. Which one do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and hover over that subscribe button for more videos.